Bonjour, mes amis. Hey, friends, welcome back. Yeah, we've got another episode lined up, and I think you're going to like it. It's a continuation of what we did the last time. Remember what we did? We talked about the word y, and we came up with the example, j'irai en octobre. Where were we going? Where was I going? To Paris. I could say, je vais à Paris en octobre, or I could shorten it. If we already knew that we were talking about the city Paris, I could shorten to j'y vais en octobre. And we discussed the fact that E is indicative of whatever would normally come after the word a. Now, E has a sister word, as I like to call it, and it's the word en. En. Okay, you saw it there at the bottom of your screen. And it represents what would ever normally come after the word de in French. And I'll give you an example. Let's come up with a question. Combien de biscuits voulez, vous? How many cookies do you want? Okay, and instead of saying, I want 2 cookies, what you could say, and it would make sense, je veux 2 biscuits. Let's shorten it. In English, you might say, I'd like 2 of them, right? I'd like 2 of them, if you wanted to spell it out. I'd like 2 of them. In French, you could simply say, j'en veux 2. J'en veux 2. Now, where did that en come in? Right after the subject. Je. So you create the contraction. You saw it there. Je en veux 2. J'en veux 2. Okay? It's a pretty basic example. And it expands from there. Let's say we're actually going to bake some cookies. All right? That's kind of fun, right? Everybody likes to bake cookies. At least I do. You know, it's kind of fun. But we don't have any eggs. Uh-oh, that's a main ingredient. Je n'ai pas des oeufs. Okay, je n'ai pas des oeufs. I don't have any eggs is literally what we're saying. But I will go buy some. And how do you say that in French? J'irai en acheter. J'irai en acheter. Mais j'irai en acheter. Okay? So, en in this case is the equivalent of some in English. If you wanted to get rid of the word en, you would say j'irai acheter des oeufs. Mais j'irai acheter des oeufs. But that sounds kind of awkward, considering the last sentence. Je n'ai pas des oeufs, mais j'irai acheter des oeufs. Okay, it sounds kind of repetitive and not very fluent. Fluid, I should say. It doesn't sound very fluid. And it wouldn't sound very fluid in English either. I don't have any eggs, but I will go buy some eggs. Oh my gosh, you sound crazy if you talk like that. You know, there are ways to shorten it and make it flow better. I don't have any eggs, but I'll go buy some. Okay? Right? You do that. They do it in French too. Je n'ai pas des œufs, ooh la la, mais j'irai en acheter. Okay? But I will go buy some. I'll go buy some. Okay? Let me think of another example. Okay. Let's say in these cookies, we're going to add bits of chocolate, okay? I love chocolate. And let's say you have a question for me. Why do you like chocolate? Okay? Pourquoi tu aimes le chocolat? Pourquoi tu aimes le chocolat? And then the response is, because I like the texture of chocolate, okay? Parce que j'aime la texture du chocolat. J'aime la texture du chocolat, okay? But in English, we would say, more likely, I like the texture of it, okay? I like the texture of it. All right, see where we're going with this? So we kind of want to shorten it in French, just like we did in English. Pourquoi tu aimes le chocolat? Moi, parce que j'en aime la texture. Parce que j'en aime la texture. Okay, so again, just like in the first example, j'en veux 2, I'd like 2 of them. The en comes right after the subject. Je, j'en, and we make that contraction. It's mandatory. J'en aime le texture. And like I said at the very beginning of the lesson, en is indicative of what normally would precede the word de. So if we wanted to say it the long way, j'aime la texture du chocolat. I like the texture of the chocolate. Okay? But we really want to shorten it to make it sound fluid. J'en aime la texture. Okay. I hope that helps. It gets kind of tricky. And what's more important than being able to use it is being able to understand it. So if you aren't quite comfortable, that's fine. Just be prepared that those two words, e and en, are floating around out there. And those that speak French very well are going to make use of them. So just keep your ears peeled. And is that an expression? I know, keep your eyes peeled. Keep your ears open and receptive, I guess. And you've got the tricks. So again, e, indicative of what normally would come after a, and en, indicative of what normally would come after the preposition de. All right. This was a tricky one. Good luck to you. Bonne chance. And I'll see you next time. Au revoir.